There's other things, there's bequests that you can look at. But when you're looking at sustainability, it's the board of directors, the executive staff that sit down and look at revenue streams that fit in with your organization. I also want to say this. Your business continuity plan. When you have your nonprofit organizations and you're looking at revenue, right now, we are in the midst of restructuring and looking at how we deliver services. Business continuity. Our business was interrupted. No one is delivering services the way they used to because of COVID-19. So one of the things that now that you have the fortune cookie not the fortune cookie, the magic 8-ball, one of the things that you need to look at right now when you're taking your passion project to nonprofit organization with a 501c3 is business continuity. What if something happens that disrupts how you deliver service? What is the backup plan? What are you going to do to continue delivering services? Or do you get derailed? I'm going to say this. Everyone should talk to their funder about how to deliver services or what's the backup plan if services get disrupted. We pretty much know what to do in case of a hurricane because we're in South Florida. But now we're learning what to do as a result of this COVID-19, which has changed how we deliver services from after-school programming, how teachers are delivering services, how our nonprofit organizations and local businesses are delivering services. There was a question about volunteers. Give me 1 second. Okay. So one of the things that you should develop in the very beginning of setting up your nonprofit is policies and procedures, roles and responsibilities. In the beginning of this, and they will morph, they will grow. Everybody's usually a volunteer in the beginning because there is no money. Everybody's a volunteer, including you, the executive director, the founder, until you find money. When you begin to identify and develop your program plan, volunteers then can become paid staff. So when you're developing your program plan, which is how we're going to structure and deliver this program activity, although the person is volunteering their time, there's still a dollar amount, an hourly rate, and a cost that's associated with that time. So right now, you may be volunteering as the art teacher or the sewing teacher, but you've been soliciting and asking for donations because you've created this art program or sewing program. And in the budget, you put a line item as a line item for the instructor. Right now it's a volunteer, but if you got funding, that volunteer would then become a paid position. Part-time, hourly rate, no insurance. You know, you teach the class for 120 minutes, you get paid $50 an hour, so that's $100. So depending on how you set your program up, because again, things have to be measured. As a passion project, you don't have to document anything. But you want to know, are you successful? You want to know how many people you're touching. Because as you go out and you talk to people, you're telling your success story. You're telling the reasons why you got involved, who it's helping, and why you want them to get involved. And then the impact that you're going to have. You're not able to measure impact unless you ask some questions in the beginning and ask some questions in the end. This is the base for being able to say, my program is impactful because The students didn't know that sewing or an art class was safe coping skills or therapeutic or engaging activity. As a result of them participating in this 5-week course, they're now doing A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z. And with your resources or with your time, we can now provide additional support, finance, or whatever. So to your answer, can volunteers be paid? Yes, it needs to be documented. Also, volunteers are great donors when you ask. Sometimes people think that a person is volunteering, they don't have any money. They do. So there's also a way that when you get into the fund development part and the engagement part with volunteers, how to get your volunteers more involved or get your volunteers to recruit volunteers.